We back with another video, and today we got y'all boys with the best Rebirth builds in NBA 2K23. Now, in this video, we gonna be going over Rebirth builds right before the new season drop. It should be a daily upload streak going along with this, so right when this video drops should be the day before the new season come out. Should be another video tomorrow. So if you guys do mess with the upload streak, just make sure to drop a like if y'all boys want this stuff to keep coming. But in this video, I'm gonna give y'all pretty much all of the best builds, giving y'all all the best builds based off the attributes that you want to be able to get certain animations and stuff like that. Because when I'm making a Rebirth build, you're making these builds to be able to have like all the best attributes to meet certain requirements based off that build. So yeah, we're gonna be going over a lot of different things in this video. You guys want more videos like this, make sure to like the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on notifications, share this video to anybody think will help. Without further ado, let's hop into it. Alright, so this build is going to be coming in at last place. Now, there's a distinct reason why it comes in at last place. Now, when it comes to making a Rebirth build, I try to max out or maximize the build capability wise for all animations. The reason why this comes in at last place is because I kind of cheated it a little bit to make it a little bit better. Now, this is a build I actually did drop within this season. I gave y'all animations, all that stuff, all in one video when I did this build. So if you guys want to see that full video where I show you guys what badges to put up and all that type of stuff, what badges to use on it, you guys can go watch that. But I'm gonna put it in this video as well because I do think that it is a great Rebirth build. It's just not on the same caliber of everything else on this list because I did maximize all the things. Now, point guard handle number is up to you. Alright, so let's hop into the builds. Height, 6'3", 175, 7-foot wingspan, body type is up to you. When it comes to the build, what I mean when I say maximizing the build, every build on this list is gonna have max potential when it comes to reaching certain animations. So when it comes to dribble animations, you're not gonna really see me with a build that has a 75 speed of ball. That's a cheat. I think 75 speed of ball is a cheat because yeah, Michael Jordan right now is the best dribble style in the game. But if there was to be a dribble style that comes out in season 7 that's good, that's higher than 75 speed of ball, that actually is much better than Michael Jordan, then you wouldn't be able to get it with this build. That's what I did for every build on this list. I pretty much, if whatever the highest tier of speed of ball you can get, I put that so that when you make that build, you don't have to remake it again. This is the only build like this on the list, but there are some other features to the build, which is why I still could consider it a Rebirth build. When it comes to the fact that you have an 85 layup and you're under 6'5", you're gonna have a lot of the layup packages. Do you have the long athlete? No, but you have pretty much all of them except long athlete for guard builds. And when I'm saying guard builds, every build that's under 6'5". Now, when it comes to the ball handle, you do have that 92 ball handle, so you're gonna have all the dribble moves for that. But when it comes to speed of ball, you just won't have all the dribble styles. So that's the only thing that you're really missing. But when it comes to everything else, you got the layup, you have an 85 vertical, so you're gonna have the elite pro and the small contact dunks. That's gonna be like the only build on this list with that. You gotta have a 93 driving dunk, so you will have all those contact dunks I just said. You have an 85 3 ball, 70 mid range, 72 free throw just to be able to play 5v5, 75 pass accuracy, so you can be able to have LeBron James pass style. I say you're gonna be able to have all the animations, but pretty much majority of the builds on this list not gonna have like a crazy high pass accuracy. But if you was to have all the pass styles, you would have to have like a 90 pass accuracy. To do that on every single build would be pretty much impossible, which is why I kind of limited it at certain points. So speed of ball was one thing I tried to get so you can be able to have all the dribble styles, and the dribble styles is very important because it's how fast you're going to speed boost. Now the thing is, there are dribble styles that's just as good as Michael Jordan. It's just the speed boosts are different. Now I think there are some that are just as fast as Michael Jordan. It's just what people are most familiar with, because for the past years people have all been using quick, and Jordan is the closest thing to quick that we have in this game. I think that's why a lot of people like using Michael Jordan. And to get Michael Jordan, all you need is 75. But this is the only build I'm doing that for. Now, when it comes to the interior defense, I tried to get that up so you can have hands up defense, 86 defense, so you can be able to play a good on ball defense, 78 steals, so you can be able to have silver interceptors, so you can be in them passing lanes, but still get some bump steals, 66 blocks, so you can actually get some blocks. And it's very important to have this 66 blocks so you can go along with chase down artists. Now, chase down artists, I think it's a significant step up when you get to gold, but silver is going to be really good for like closing out on people. When you're jumping and closing out on people and you're good at timing that, silver chase down artists is going to be good for that. Now, will it be really like successful at getting blocks when it comes to people rim running? Not really, but you'll get really good contest animations on stuff like that. But will it be like if they're past you and they do like a quick drop, will you get a block on that? Will you get a good contest on that? Probably not. At gold, you'll get way better animations. At Hall of Fame, you'll probably get the best animations. And as your block gets higher, it'll get even better and better and better. So yeah. Now 41 rebound, that's just based off other things that I put up on defense, but that's not really important for me because it is 6'3". 80 speed, that's like the minimum speed I want to have on a build, and that's really good. Like that's such a good, like that's literally probably the best bang for your buck speed. 95 acceleration, that's going to be really good. If you get Gym Rat with the +4 to all your physicals, you're gonna have a 99 acceleration, so that's amazing. 36 strength, that's not really too important for this build. 85 vertical. Now, I went over that. We really put that to 85 so you can be able to have the small. When I showed you guys that earlier, I didn't have the 85 layup. I didn't have the 85 vertical. For this one, since we are going for a Rebirth style, I had to make sure we got that since we don't have that speed or ball. So yeah, I had to make sure that we did that. That's the things that I did to replace the speed or ball. But when it comes to the 90 stamina, you could try to get that higher. But with the vertical, that's going to also give you much better rebound and block animations, especially block for this build. Now, takeovers, you're going to end up with Slasher, Sharp, Shot Creator, and Lock Take. I think those are the 4 best takeovers you can possibly get on a guard build. Now, say for instance, you want to rim run with this build. You can go Slasher takeover as the secondary because you're still going to get those +8s, even if you just pop the 1. But one that I think is really good to run is Pull Up Precision if you really want to go crazy as a guard. Because you're going to be able to, like, you have a 93 driving up. You're going to be able to dunk on this build very easily once you get all your badges. You're going to be able to have limitless takeoff on. You're going to be able to dunk on this build. So you don't even have to really worry about having that finishing moves. I think finishing moves give you really good +10s. You're going to have like speed up ball, acceleration, speed, all the finishing stats going to be up. But this Shot Creator, when it comes to like fading and stuff, really OP. So you could go Pull Up Precision as well. But yeah, that's really on you what you want to go about. You could also go Lock if you feel like the defense needs a little help because you are undersized. But the reason why I think this like the best under 6'5" build is the 6'3" is because it's so much taller than a 6'1" and the wingspan is longer. But 6'1s do probably get better attributes. They do probably get like a lot more badges and stuff like that. It's just I think 6'3" is just a little bit more manageable. But yeah, the build comes out as an inside-out Shot Creator, similar to Shades of, Lonzo Ball, World Free, and Colin Sexton. Not the craziest similar twos, but yeah, definitely a W build. We're gonna go over pretty much a guard, a lock, and a big. So pretty much if you're making a Rebirth build, 5 times people make Rebirth builds, they want to make a guard. A lot of times people want to make a Rebirth build, they want to make a lock. A lot of times people make a Rebirth build, they want to make a big. So we're gonna go over those 3 builds first. So first things first, we're gonna go in order. We're gonna go over guard. So point guard, hand and number is up to you. So the first 3 builds, they're not gonna really be in order based off how good they are. They're just gonna be a guard, lock, and big. Just want to say that. So 6'1", I believe 6'1" is the best height for a guard build, if I'm being honest, like a small guard. But if you want to be a little bit taller, the best height after that is probably gonna be 6'3". You want to go a little bit more taller than that, you're gonna be 6'6". The only reason I say right now I like the 6'3" and 6'1" more than the 6'6", because yeah, the 6'6" get a lot of like the dribble moves, but they don't get the size ups, and the size ups are almost, if not damn near, more important than the escapes this year, because having a D Rose in comparison to a Trace McGrady is huge. And then when we get to the Steve Francis, the Trae Youngs, I personally like D Rose the most, but you're not gonna be able to get that on a 6'5" and up build. It's just that simple. So 6'1", 169, 6'10" on the wingspan. Body type is up to you. Now when it comes to the build, we just went for pretty much everything that you really need on a guard build. So we even got some extra stuff. So 86 driving dunk, that's gonna allow you to get content dunks and limitless takeoff gold. With 15 finishing, you can add more badges to the finishing to be able to have adequate amount of badges to be able to put on stuff like that. Then you got 85 3 ball, that's gonna allow you to get silver and limitless range, and then you have a 70 mid range, and then you have a 79 free throw. You could lower this to try to get another mid range, but I'm pretty sure you don't get anything for that for shooting, so it's not that deep. But you do get 18. You can add more badges to that as well. When it comes to the playmaking though, this is when I find myself a lot of times adding more badges, but I didn't actually end up doing it for this one. It ended up being fine because you got the core badges and stuff like that you got to think about. But you end up with an 85 pass accuracy. On current gen, that's not a big deal because y'all don't have the pass styles, but on next gen it is, because you're going to be able to get the LaMelo and Magic Johnson pass style, which I prefer the LaMelo Ball pass style. I will be making a video on that very soon, going over pass styles. but pass accuracy is still very important, whether whichever console you're playing on, whether it's current or next gen, because it's gonna make it a lot faster of passes. But a lot of people on current gen just stop at 75 regardless, or 76, stuff like that. But I like going 85 so you can get certain badges as well, like Dimer, Hall of Fame. You went up one more, you'll be able to have Hall of Fame Floor General, Hall of Fame, or not Hall of Fame, but Gold Needle Threader. I think you even get Hall of Fame. Yeah, you even get Hall of Fame Break Starter. I think, no, you don't get Bailout any higher, but you do get Gold Bailout and stuff like that at 85 and stuff like that. So yeah, but yeah, when it comes to the 92 ball handle, you're gonna end up with all the dribble moves with the for like ball handle. When it comes to the 92 speed ball, you're gonna end up with all the dribble styles. Now, you don't really need a 92 dribble style, so if you want to lower anything on here, I think the most likely would be 90 the speed ball, and I like to get other stuff here and there. Maybe you want to get your 3 ball even higher. Maybe you want to do this, that, and the third. That's really on you. You can even go up right here. I like having speed ball because after my speed boost, which is the first 3 steps, I want to be able to still be fast with the ball. But if you really just pretty much dedicating your entire stuff to speed boosting at all times, by all means, just lower your speed ball and just make sure that you can have the Michael Jordan dribble style, and you should kind of be fine with whatever you end up with at that point, because that'll allow you to put up more stuff, whether that's your steal rating, whether that's your perimeter defense, whether that's your dunk, your 3 ball, whatever it could be, acceleration, whatever that may be. That's really gonna be on you. I'm gonna keep it at 92 because that's just what I do, but yeah, that's really on you what you want to go with on that aspect. Now, when it comes to defense, I have a perimeter defense to an 86 and an 85 steal. Now, 86 perimeter defense is important because that's going to allow you to have silver clamps and the option of gold challenger. 85 steal is important because that's going to allow you to have gold silver, not gold silver, not gold silver, silver glove and silver interceptor. Now, silver glove is a huge step up. Huge step up from bronze glove. I just want that to be known. You're going to get a lot more bumps and you're going to get a lot more pokes with silver glove than you would with bronze. It's that simple. Now, when it comes to the interior defense, you want that up. A lot of people don't put up their interior defense on a lot of builds. A lot of people like to rim run on this game. Now, you're not going to have a block rating, and you're not really going to be able to have, like, get chase downs. Yes, you're going to have bronze chase down, but you're not going to really be able to get them a lot. So, having an interior defense is going to be really important just to play hands-up defense. Now, without having it, people are going to make it every single time. But now you're actually going to have the ability to make people miss some of the times. Now, at the end of the day, you're still 6'1", but that 6'10" wingspan is going to make up for that height advantage a lot. And having that interior defense is going to really help. I'm trying to tell you right now. It's kind of like a secret sauce. A lot of people don't do that when they smaller guard builds. And then you have a 41 defensive rebound, but that's really because of the perimeter defense. Now, you have an 82 speed. That's because of the speed of ball. So if you don't feel like you need that high of speed because of the speed of ball, and you didn't raise the speed with ball that high, you could also lower this as well, but that's really kind of a opinion. You can't go anywhere below an 80 because you do have a 95 acceleration. Now, say for instance you want that to be a little bit higher, you could lower the weight and stuff like that, and you know you're not gonna go with speed ball, you can easily have that even higher than what it is for my build. That's gonna really be a kind of preference thing. I put it to 95 though because you can get gym rat. It's kind of an under hood thing, but you do get plus for all your physicals according to Mike Wang. So yeah, you really do have a 99 acceleration for the people that do have gym rat. But yeah, strength, vertical, we put the vertical up just to be able to have the content ups, and then we have a 90 stamina. Takeovers wise, you're gonna end up with slasher, sharp, playmaker, and lock tech. Pretty much all decent options, but I'm gonna end up going with limitless range and finishing moves pretty much every single time. If I don't have an 80, I think it's an 89 that you get gold agent 3s and stuff like that, and even then it's kind of questionable. But yeah, if it's 92 and above, I'm definitely gonna be considering going with something else. But yeah, the build comes out as similar to shades of Sleepy Floyd, Darius Garland, Damian Lillard, and it comes out as a 3-point shot creator. Alright, and like I said, we're gonna go in order. Now, this may be a little hot take for a lot of people, but if you guys want to see my best big man build videos, I've dropped a couple of them. I'm gonna do an update for that because I did just update like pretty much all the positions, so I will be updating the best guard builds. I will be updating the best big man builds. Might update the inside and shooting. I don't know if I'm doing that yet, but yeah, the big man and guard will be coming. So this may be a little bit of a hot take for the best big man build, but I did just go with the best center builds recently. So if you want to see 3 center builds or 2 center builds that's on the level of this, maybe you want an inside as well, that's gonna be in that video as well. So I would recommend you go watch that if you want an inside or something a little taller. But we're gonna be center, hand and number. And like I said, when it comes to Rebirth builds, I'm making builds that's gonna not just be versatile, but it's gonna be pretty much a thing where you don't really have to make another of that build again. So this is gonna be the big man build. Center, hand and numbers up to you. Now, you can look at this as kind of a hybrid big, hybrid lockdown build, that's really on you how you want to look at it. I use it as a big man. You can use it as a lockdown. Doesn't really matter. Now, 6'9", 226, 7'7", body type is up to you. Now, I would tell y'all this time and time again, the 6'9s are just different in a lot of different aspects of this game. One reason why, before we even go too crazy, one reason why I would say, I don't know why that happened, but one reason why I would even argue that 6'9s are better than any of the taller builds, just the simple aspect of the tiers for playmaking. If you was to make this same build at 6'10 and up, I'm pretty sure you were gonna have needle threader tier 3. You're gonna have, it's gonna be another one of these. I think it's diamond that's gonna be tier 3. Break starter might even be a tier 2. So like, you're gonna have 8 badges, and you may even be able to have all your badges done within the 8 badges. So you can go needle threader, get that cord, have break starter. That even if you don't core that, that's 7 badges. Those are the only 2 badges you definitely need. Then once you get that cord, you can cord needle threader, break starter, it don't matter. Then you can start putting on a vice grip, so whenever you do get a rebound, it's a lot harder to rip you, and you set. Like, you really don't need anything else after that. If you want to put something on after that, I would probably cord needle threader, get vice grip, and break starter. That's gonna be 6, and then leftover I'd probably go floor general, so all my teammates have +2 to their offensive attributes. That's probably what I would do. But what you do, that's really on you. And that's just something you wouldn't be able to do on any build that's taller than a 6'9". That's 1. 2, another thing that you wouldn't be able to do on any build taller than a 6'9" is have clamps. Just having clamps. That's like, you just having clamps is giving you much more defensive versatility than any build taller than 6'9". Now, you also could get, you do have the ability to have Hall of Fame pogo stick, Hall of Fame rebound chaser, Hall of Fame anchor, but that's just not what we did. Now, when it comes to me making my big man builds, minimum 90 interior defense, 93 block, 93 defensive rebound. I think 90 interior defense is just very important, and 6'9s are very good with shot contest. They did do a recent patch. I don't know what that was for, but they did, and it kind of changed. It kind of reverted the paint defense a little bit, but yeah, still, it's kind of weird what's going on. It's kind of back to kind of how it was, but 6'9s are still really good interior, but you do want to go for a lot more blocks. So having that 93 with an anchor is very important, and you do have Hall of Fame chase down artists. 93 defensive rebounds going to allow you to have gold rebound chaser. You're going to have a 90 steal, which is not going to be happening on any of these other builds that you're going to see. That's a big man. So you're going to have gold interceptor and silver glove. 86 perimeter defense, which is not just going to get you clamps, but you also going to have the ability to have challenger. Going to have the ability to have menace. Going to have the ability to have a lot of these other stuff that you just wouldn't have. Now, you would have a workhorse, but pit dodger and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Box out beast is a tier 1. Like, come on. Now, let's get into all the other stuff. Now, the thing is, I'm more of a shooting big. I think spacing the floor is just a lot more important than just being an inside and be able to create for yourself and others, because you can still pass on this build. But 82 3 ball, you could go 83 if you want a silver agent 3s, but I just went 82 so we can have a catch and shoot gold and pretty much all this other stuff. Bronze limitless range and silver these and all this other stuff shooting wise. With a 69 mid range, you lower that, you lose a badge, and a 60 free throw. Driving dunk 86, you get contact dunks, but also with an 80 standing dunk so that you can do standing dunks, silver rise up and stuff like that. One thing that's really important for me on this build, honestly, I want the ability to be able to pick and roll and pick and pop, and you're able to do that to really great success, and you're really versatile on defense, and you really have enough badges to go around, and you have the strength, and you have the vertical. Vertical is a huge deal with the 80 speed. So all this, everything on this build, in my opinion, perfect for me. May not be perfect for you. So, like I said, if you want something a little different, a little taller, you may need to watch my center build where I went over some taller builds and stuff like that. But yeah. So limitless range, paint intimidation, that's the ones I end up going with, especially with the recent update. You kind of do want to have that paint intimidation. To be honest, even if you're taller, I don't know why 2K did that, but I feel like the paint contest was straight. But I don't know if they did that for the 2K League. Maybe they ruined it for Pro-Am. I don't know what it was, but yeah, it does seem like they kind of reverted paint contest back to what it was before this season. So yeah, but yeah, two-way inside-out score, 72 shades of Marcus Camby, Nicholas Claxton, and Miles Turner. All right, next is going to be the lockdown. Now, when it comes to, like I said, for all these builds, I'm going for a build that's pretty much you're not going to have to remake. When I went for the guard, I gave y'all a build that's going to have all the animations for the future, and I feel like it's the best. It's just the best one. So it's that simple. Bigs, most versatile big man you possibly can make. We're going to do the same thing for a lock. Now, for the lockdown, we're going to be shooting guard. you can make a point guard lock, you can make a small forward. It's really up to you. You can make this exact same build at any one of those positions. I just made it at shooting guard. Handle number is up to you. When it comes to the height, you're gonna be 6'8", weight 186, 7'5" wingspan. Body type is up to you. Now, when I went over locks previously, I have said that if you're making a versatile lock, 6'7" or 6'8". If you're making a pure lock, I think 6'6", but if you're making a versatile, 6'7", 6'8". That's what I would recommend. Now, the only thing that's kind of tough, either you're gonna go with the one that has strength, or you're gonna go with this one. This one is gonna have a little bit better defensive. Let me go ahead and show you guys real quick a little snippet of it. I've went over this in a full video, but this is gonna be the only build on this entire list that I do this. So you're either gonna make this one that has strength, that has a little bit lower steal, a little bit lower perimeter defense, pretty much the same block, but it has much more strength, or you're gonna go with the other one that just has better raw defensive stats. I think you're gonna probably rather the one with better raw defensive stats, but that strength does matter, so don't underrate the strength. It's gonna get you a lot more bumps, a lot more stuff like that, and all different type of stuff. But yeah, when it comes to build, 13 finishing, 18 shooting, 20 playmaking, and 22 defensive. For sure, you're gonna want to add more finishing because that's gonna be for limitless takeoff. But after those 4, depending on how many times you hit level 39, you can get more badges. So yeah, 86 driving up, that's gonna get you content dunks and limitless takeoff. Went over that. 79 layup. One more, you would have got the 80, but it's straight. 85 3 ball with a 70 mid range and a 70 free throw. 85 3 ball gonna let you have pretty much mainly limitless range, but you can get catch and shoot. You can get corner specialist, which is not really that good of a badge in this game. You do get agent threes, guard up, green machine, clutch shooter, claymore. A lot of badges that's really important for shooting on this game. Honestly though, you can use this offensively as like an off-ball guard, but defensively it's really a lockdown. Now, when it comes to 75 pass accuracy, you're gonna have the LeBron James passed out and just be straight on that. 89 ball handler to be able to have Hall of Fame quick for step, and 75 speed with ball just to be able to have the Michael Jordan dribble style. It's that simple. Now, when it comes to the interior defense, that's at a 71 just to be able to have an extra badge. You lose that, you lose a badge. 92 perimeter defense to be able to have gold clamps and gold challenger. 95 steal to be able to have gold glove and gold interceptor. The reason why I think the 6'8" is better than a 6'7" is because of the tiers. You not only get agent 3s as a tier 2, but you also get interceptor and glove as tier 2, making it a lot easier to use clamps and challenger. Now, another thing that's really underrated for the 6'8" in comparison to the 6'6" and the 6'7" as a lockdown, you end up with a much higher block, which allows you to now be able to have Hall of Fame chase down artists on your lockdown build, which is a very underrated thing and aspect to being a lock. Be able to get blocked. And if you do want to go a step further, you can even have silver anchor and silver pogo stick. So yeah, that's another thing. Another thing I really kind of want to have on my lockdown, to be honest, is Hall of Fame pick dodger, but that's just not a thing that you can do on this build because you just have too low of a perimeter defense. So if maybe you do want a little bit higher, but you're not gonna be able to be as versatile with your build if you're making a lock. It's just that simple. 80 speed with an 82 acceleration. 80 speed is going to be very good, but 82 acceleration is going to be very important to be an off-ball guard, or I guess a secondary ball handler. Really wanted a higher strength. That's one of the main things I really wanted to get up. Strength and maybe rebound. So it just kind of is what it is. 80 vertical, that's just to be able to go alongside that block rating. You don't really need it to be an 80. You only need a 75 for content. So I just put it to 80 so you can get that alongside your rebound and your block ratings to get even more rebounds and blocks. That's just going to make up for it, just to have just that much more vertical and 90 stamina. You do want to have a higher vertical though, but like we just got it as high as we possibly could, I guess you can say. Takeovers though, we ended with slasher, sharp, playmaker, and lock take. We're gonna go with limitless range and finishing moves. You could go with a lockdown takeover because it is a lockdown build. That's really on you. I still would probably go with those takeovers though, to be honest. But yeah, that's really on you what you want to go with. And the build comes out as OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, who low-key hooped on my team out of all the teams he wanted to hoop on. He wanted to hoop on my team. Eddie Jones, and Bill comes out as a two-way, three-point shot creator. So yeah, that's gonna be the guard locking big. Let's get into the actual top 3 best rebirth builds in the game. All right, next, this I'm gonna be honest. This one and the next build, you could go either or in the order you want to go with. One is just way better, like when it comes to dribbling, way better. The other one is just better attributes wise, better dunking wise, and stuff like that. And we know how overpowered dunking is and rim running is on this game. So really on you which aspect you really rather. They're both gonna be able to rim run, just one is better at it, one is better at dribbling. It's that simple. So we're gonna go in the order that I think it should go. It's very close though, regardless. So First build coming in third place for the Rebirth builds is point guard handed number. We're now gonna be ranking these builds. So 6'7", 182, 7'4", and body type is up to you. Now I still haven't done the build wars for these two builds, but they're like these builds are so ridiculously close that is crazy. But yeah, this is gonna be the third place. The only reason why I think it's third place is because the driving dunk is lower, and you know what I'm saying, it's kind of pretty much the same build when it comes to defensive. It's just you get a little bit higher perimeter defense. You know what I'm saying? Everything else is pretty much the exact same thing though. Besides the driving dunk and the ball handle and the steal ball and acceleration, everything else is pretty much the exact same thing. So you're gonna end up with 14 finishing, 18 shooting, 24 playmaking, and 21 defensive. So obviously you're gonna need at least 3 more on finishing auto. But whatever however other many badges you have for Rebirth, or whatever you get badges for, whether it's 39 or whatever, you can put those badges to whatever category you deem fit. So I would go to the test build and make sure you got all the stuff that you did figured out how you need to do it, that in the third. But yeah, 86 driving dunk, 80 layup, 67. 80 layup is going to allow you to have a lot of, pretty much not a lot of, but majority of the layup packages in the game. 86 driving dunk is going to allow you to have contact dunks and the ability to do like limitless takeoff, gold, and stuff like that. You are going to have pro touch for the people that do want to time your layups. 85 3 ball, that's going to allow you to have silver limitless range and everything else that comes with it, but you don't have agent threes as a tier 2. That's another thing that kind of sets this build apart. I guess all the tiers for the shooting and the defensive are kind of a major difference because agent threes is one of the best badges. Glove and interceptor are some of the best badges. Those are going to be big differences for this build and the next one. Now, when it comes to the pass accuracy, 80 pass accuracy, that's going to allow you to have not just LeBron, but Steph Curry, which I think is on that same level. Maybe LeBron is a little bit faster, but I went over how pass styles can kind of affect your teammates' timings and how much they change and stuff like that. So that is important. 90 ball handle. This is going to be the biggest difference between the rest. I think ISO, from an ISO perspective, the ability to create shot openings for you, to be able to get open for yourself, this is going to be the best of the 3 because you're going to be able to dribble much, much better on this build than the other one because you're going to be faster and going to have way better animations. You're going to be able to have the Damian Lillard escape. You're going to be able to have a lot of stuff that you just wouldn't have on the other 2 builds. It's that simple. Now, 85 speed ball, that's going to be another thing. You're going to have more dribble styles. I think they could, in the future, 2 days, maybe, they may have dropped a really, really amazing dribble style that's on the level of a Michael Jordan. I hope they do something like that for not just the 6'7", but the 6'8" as well, just to give the 6'9s a little, you know what I'm saying, something to nerf them a little bit, you know what I'm saying. 70 interior defense, and just to have that as high as possible, but you only really need like a 68. But I mean, I'm saying a 68 to get the badge, but I put that as high as possible because it is important. So yeah, 87 perimeter defense, you lower that, you lose a badge. It's not 88 for this 6'7", it's 87. 85 steal. 86 Evan is really important. Let me not gloss over that. You do need clamps and challenger from that, but you also do get menace, which will be Hall of Fame because of 87. You do get pick dodger from that as well, off ball pass, workhorse, ankle braces, stuff like that. 85 steal, that's gonna allow you to get pretty much glove and interceptor, but those are both tier 3s, like I said. Big difference. 75 block, that's gonna allow you to have gold, chase down artists. And then you have a 29 offensive rebound and a 74 defensive rebound. 76 speed, plus 4 from Gym Rat, that's gonna be at 80. 84 acceleration, just to get that as high as possible. That's gonna be pretty much, I think 84 acceleration is the highest you can possibly have it on the 6'7", and then 45 strength. I've went over time and time again, that's really important, so you do want to get that up, but it just is what it is. We couldn't get that up. 75 vertical, that's to go alongside the driving dunk. So you kind of do want that a little bit higher for the rebound and block, but we got it as high as we possibly could with everything else that we have on the field. Really nothing we could have touched. I guess pass accuracy, we could have lowered that to a 75 and then put vertical up, but I kind of did want to have an 80 just to have my passes just be faster than 90 stamina. Takeovers though, you're going to end up with slasher, sharp, playmaker, and lockdown takeover. I'm going to go with limitless range and finishing moves though pretty much every single time. I think that's the best combination in the game. The build comes out as some 2 shades of Lonzo Ball, Tyrese Halliburton, and James Harden. And yeah, the build comes out as a 2-way 3-point shot creator. What else would it come out as? Alright, and for the build coming in at number 2, I'm going to be honest. All 3 of these builds are very, 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 very close. It's just distinct differences on all 3. I think as you go up, as you get closer to number 1, the tiers are just very, 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 very broken. But there are aspects to this build that you can say is even better than 1. There's aspects to the third build that you can say is better than 1. There's aspect of 3 that's better than 2. There's aspect of 2 that's better than 3. There's aspect of 2 that's better than 1. You could go any order. It's really all preference at the end of the day. And all this stuff is templates. You can change whatever you want to change. Now, point guard handle number is really up to you. 6'8", 186, and 7'5" and body type is up to you. Now, I've had people complain. I want to go over this real quick. I have had people complain that a lot of these builds are pretty much the same attributes. Now, I don't make the game. I'm just letting you to know that. So 80 layup, you'll say that a lot of my builds because that's to get certain layup packages. 93 dunk, that's to get certain badges and certain animations. 86 driving up, that's to get certain badges and to get certain animations. You'll see 71 mid-range because that'll get you an extra badge. You'll see 85 3-ball because that's gonna get you a certain badge. Like, it pretty much everything you see on my builds, if it looks similar, like on this one, you see the 85 steal, the 75 block, that's gonna be similar because that's gonna get you certain badges. So I don't really think I should have to go over that, but I have to go over that. So yeah, 93 dunk though, we went over this. You're gonna get gold posterizer, gold slithery, but you are gonna be able to have 16 finishing off that alone. You're gonna have elite content dunks. That's a pretty big difference from the last build. 80 layup, that's gonna allow you to have pretty much the same layup package. 67 close shot just to get more badges. 54 off the driving dunk. 71 mid range to get more badges. 85 3-ball to get limitless range. Silver, 72 free throw for 5v5. 75 pass accuracy for LeBron James pass style. That's the bare minimum, but you kind of do want that to be a little bit higher, I would say, because you want your passes to be faster. But even if, like, just to be able to get LeBron James pass out, one of the best pass outs in the game. 89 ball handle, speed ball 80. Hopefully they do drop dribble styles to be able to have that, because you don't want to be one of those people that made your builds just to have a 75 speed with ball and they don't, and you know what I'm saying, and they drop something amazing for an 80 speed with ball dribble style or 85 speed with ball dribble style. That's why I'm showing you guys these is Rebirth with the max, because you don't want to have to remake these builds because they drop something in the future. You're making these so that you'll have it set in stone. I want that to be known. You're making these to have them set in stone. So when I went over the lock, that was 75 because it didn't really matter. You're not making that to be like all around. You're making that to be a lock and also still have the ability to play offense. This is just to be all around. It's not made to be a lock. So you want to have that 80 speed ball just in case they do drop something crazy for the 80 speed ball dribble styles. That's simple. Now that said, let's move on. 71 interior defense, you lower that, you lose a badge. 88 perimeter defense, you lower that, you lose a badge. 85, that's to be able to get certain stuff. Now, 71, you want that to be as high as possible as well. So 71, you kind of do want it to be a little bit higher, but it's still gonna be fine. 88 perimeter defense is gonna allow you to get certain badges like clamps and challenger, but also gonna have you playing much better on ball defense, because that also is your lateral quickness. And then it's still 85. Now it is a tier 2 instead of a tier 3. So you're gonna have silver glove and silver interceptor as tier 3s. You're still gonna have a gold chase down artist. You're gonna have a 68 defensive rebound. We just put that as high as possible. You don't really need it but to be a 66, just like the last build. But we put it as high as possible just to be able to have it as high as possible. Then when it comes to the 76 speed, you're gonna have that plus 4. You're gonna be able to have pretty much the ability to have the, what is it called, 80 speed from Gym Rat, from the under the hood Gym Rat. And then you have an acceleration of an 82, not too far away from a 6'7", I will say that, but you don't have that 90 ball handle to be able to have a lot of those size up escapes that are very, very good in this game. But you do have pretty much right there on that acceleration with Hall of Fame quick first step, so you could say it's just as fast. Now 70 strength, that's going to be very important in my opinion to get bumps, just to have that at all. So yeah, I really do like that in comparison to the last build for sure. And then you have an 82 vertical to go alongside that 93 driving dunks if you have the elite content dunks. But that's also going to be very, very, very good to go alongside that 75 block and the offensive rebound. Now when you have a 90 stamina, that's going to be very important, and the bare minimum you want to be able to have on your build. Now honestly, if I was to roll anything to be able to get that up, it'd probably be this, but you're only going to get that up once. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like you don't get that too crazy regardless. Yeah, that kind of just is what it is. So if you do want to have that even higher, you can. But being honest with you, it's not gonna make too big of a difference regardless. Being honest with you. So yeah, takeaways wise, you go in it with limitless range and finishing moves, but you do have the options of slasher, sharp, playmaker, and lot. So you can go whatever you want to go with. I do think this is the best combination you can go with, though, personally. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with. And the build comes out as 72 shades of, what else? Lonzo Ball, LaMelo Ball, and Tyrese Halliburton. And the build comes out as a two-way inside-out creator. All right, so for pretty much first place, we're gonna have kind of like a tie. You can go with either one of these. You could argue that I have been pushing this build for a good amount of time, and it's only right that I put it in this video. Point guard, handed number is up to you. We're gonna go 6'9". If you've been playing 2K23 this year, you know that the 6'9 is the most popular build, and you know that it's the most popular build for a reason, especially on next gen. I think on current gen you got a lot more debates because of like the tiers and stuff like that, but since you don't have to worry about the tiers and stuff like that on current gen, it's gonna make it a lot more. I think it's just a lot more viable to go with a 6'8 or a 6'7 than going with a 6'9 every single time on current gen, because 6'9s on next gen are so viable because of the tiers. Now 6'9s are still very good on current gen, but yeah, 6'9", 187, 7'6" wingspan, body type is up to you. Now when it comes to the build, you're gonna be 15, 17, 23, and 21. Now this build is gonna be pretty much able to get every single animation. You're gonna be able to get elite and pro content. So you're gonna be get majority of the layup packages, not all of them, but majority. You have a 67 close shot with a 58 standing dunk just to get as many like badges possible. Then you have a 69 mid range to get an extra badge on shooting, but you're gonna go 83 through ball. I tell y'all time and time again, 83 to 92 is pretty much the same like green window on open shots. It only starts to differ when it comes to getting contested and all the other different stuff when it comes to like stamina and timing impact and stuff like that. Now when it comes to the free throw, you have a 73 free throw, that's for 5v5. 86 pass accuracy, that's gonna be pretty much just based off of the fact that when it comes to having a pass accuracy on next gen, you need an 85 to have like pretty much majority of every single one of them except for Jason Williams. 86 is gonna help you get like badge like Floor General, Hall of Fame, Gold, Needle Threader, but you're still gonna pretty much have every single other badge like passing wise, Hall of Fame. You have an 87 ball handle, that's gonna be pretty much the highest you can have on a 6'9", so that's gonna allow you to have like unpluckable gold, clamp breaker gold, vice grip gold, quick first step gold, like a lot of the dribbling badges gold. And then 75 speed ball, that people have the Michael Jordan dribble style, which is pretty much arguably the best dribble style in the game for like speed boosting and stuff like that. Now when it comes to the interior defense, that's just to get to 76 just so we can get an extra badge, but 76 interior defense is going to be really good to play hands up defense. 88 perimeter defense, that's to get an extra badge, but 88 perimeter defense is also going to get you a lot of badges like Menace Hall of Fame and pretty much Clamp Silver, Challenger Gold, and pretty much all the other badges that you can get from playing perimeter defense like Pick Dodger Gold and stuff like that. But also it is going to help you with shot contest as well and just lateral quickness. And then when it comes to steal, that's going to be help you get steals whether you're on the ball, playing passing lanes, all that type of stuff, and you're going to get the stealing badges. And the things that really set the 6'9s apart from like pretty much any of the other builds is the fact that you get those crazy tiers for the finishing and the crazy tiers for defensive. Now you're going to be getting interceptor and glove. I think on a 6'8 you get glove and interceptor tier 2, and then you get clamps and challenger tier 3. Now you get glove as a tier 1, and you get these as tier 2. So yeah, block 75 so you can get the chase down, so you can be able to get blocks. So you're gonna be able to do pretty much every single you're gonna be able to do everything on this build. And then 73 defensive rebound, that's to get more rebounds. Now you have a 75 speed, that's just getting that as high as possible for y'all boys. 81 acceleration, that's really more important than speed in my opinion, because that's how you speed boost. Try to get your quick first step as high as possible, get your acceleration as high as possible. That's gonna be the fastest you can speed boost on your build possible, and that's what we went for on this build. So the only thing we could have did a little bit is if we would have put our post control to 99 to have Hall of Fame quick first step, but that would have took a hit on a lot of other things, and I'm not doing that. 71 strength, 82 vertical, 71 strength. I went over time and time again. That's just to be able to play better on ball defense, to get better blow bys. It's gonna help you in a lot of situations. It's very, very underrated stat this year. Made it actually useful. 82 vertical, that's gonna be to get content dumps, but also gonna enhance your ability to get blocks and get rebounds and get better animations on those said things. And then you have a 90 stamina. Takeovers wise, you end up with limitless range. And finishing moves, that's what I will go with every single time, but you do have the options of slasher, sharp, playmaker, and lie down takeover, and that's the takeovers I would go with. Though you can go with any of those options as you want to, but those are what I would go with. And the build comes out as 72 shades of Lonzo Ball, LaMelo Ball, Penny Hardaway, and the build comes out as a two-way diming inside out score. Alright, so scratch everything I just said. So pretty much the only thing that you're gonna get better now after I just remade the build, I'm gonna show y'all how I remade it a little bit. I'm gonna give y'all a little example, but only thing you're gonna probably get a little bit better on this build now is pretty much only gonna be Hall of Fame quick first step. Everything else is gonna be pretty much the same, if not better. So we're gonna show you guys everything on this, from the tiers, everything. So let me show you guys. For example, we're gonna be point guard hand number is up to you. So instead of being 6'9", 187 with 7'6" wingspan, we're not gonna be 7'4". Now that's gonna allow us to not have the ability to have silver limitless range. Whereas in instance where I usually would show y'all, I'm gonna give y'all just for reference, you would be 6'9", 187, 7'6", and this will be pretty much the attributes you would get. So if you do want to make it like this, you can. But for the people that do want to be able to have everything on your build, like we trying to market, we gonna go with this one. So you're gonna be 6'9", 187, 7'4" wingspan. Body type is up to you. So when it comes to the build, you're gonna end up with 15 finishing, 19 shooting, 21 playmaking, and 21 defensive. Now you're gonna have a little bit less playmaking, I'm pretty sure, but you're gonna have more shooting. So instead of having 17 shooting, you're now gonna have 19. I think you had like 24 playmaking though. It was either 23 or 24. It was one or the other. But now you gotta have 21, and you pretty much have the same defensive with pretty much a little bit higher speed. Now, one thing that was different, I think I had a 75, and I had like a 71 strength, and that was how. And I had like an 86 pass accuracy. But that 86 pass accuracy is very tough, and that's also just gonna help you get a different name. You're gonna end up with like Dimer Hall of Fame, Floor General Hall of Fame, pretty much all these playmaking badges that you see on the screen, pretty much Hall of Fame. All those passing badges Hall of Fame. You throw the gold, bailout gold, like all that stuff gonna be like just a higher tier, all of that. So that is a big difference, I'm gonna be honest, but it's just not possible to do with this build, to be honest with you. So 83 is the highest I can get it if we go with the exact same stats as we had on the other one, but I don't really feel like that's necessary to force. Now, say for instance you want the extra badge, the 22, you can do that. You know what I'm saying? So you can go 77 speed with 73 strength. You can do that. Maybe you don't care about the strength. You can lower your strength. I wouldn't recommend it. You want to go 76 speed, lower your strength. You can't lower your strength too much though, because you got that off your interior defense. Then you can go 85, but it's still not gonna be 86. I wouldn't do that. So yeah, I would just keep it at 80. That's just what I would do. I would go 80 speed, lower this, make this up. I would go 60, and raise this here. That's pretty much what I would do. Now finishing, you're gonna end up with 15 again. Same thing as we had pretty much on the 6'8", 93 driving up, elite content and posterizer. But the thing is, limitless takeoff. That's now a tier 2. Slithery. That's now a tier 1. So much more OP. Much more OP. You don't really have to like try to break it down, and you're not gonna be left with one not being able to be used. You're gonna be able to use all 3, and 2 of them are gonna be going towards the 10 to be able to start using for posterizer. Very, very OP. 80 layup, a lot more layup pack, or not a lot more, but pretty much all of the layup package besides like the 82 threshold, the 88 threshold layup packages, and the layups that's like below 6'5", and the layups that's above 6'10". So yeah, that's simple. Now 67, that's to get more badge. You lose that, you lose a badge. 60, that's just risen, and 58 was pretty much the lowest you can put it. Now 71 mid-range is to get more badges. 85 3 ball, that's gonna be pretty much to have silver limitless range, but you get everything else you see on the screen. And then 71 free throw to be able to play 5v5. 80 pass accuracy is gonna be just fine. It's gonna be fast. It's gonna be faster passes than the 75 that you would really just do to get the LeBron James pass down, but you also get another great pass down in Stephen Curry that I believe is one of the most underrated ones in the entire game. Now, you have an 87 ball handle. That's going to be really good for a 6'9", because you're going to allow yourself to have clamp breaker. You're going to allow yourself gold unpluckable. You're going to allow yourself to have quick first step and stuff like that. You lower that, you're going to lose clamp breaker. You lower that to 84, you lose handles for days and quick first step. You lower that, you lose unpluckable. So you do want that 87, and you're going to lose badges as well. So yeah. 76, not needed. You only really need an 85. So maybe if you lower that as well, maybe you lower this, then you lower this, maybe then you can get it high enough. You know what I'm saying? Maybe then, but that's a lot of lowering stuff, and you still ain't gonna be able to. Like, I just don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like it. So when it comes to the defense though, 76 interior defense, you lower that, you lose a badge. But still gonna be really good just to have a 76. You don't really need to raise that anymore, to be honest. 88 pretty defense, you lower that, you lose a badge, but you don't really need that to be any higher unless you're going for like 92, then 94. So 88 is gonna be perfectly fine to get the extra badge and to be able to have clamps and challenger, which are now tier 2 badges instead of tier 3. So pretty much all your most important badges for you are gonna be tier 1 or tier 2. You're not gonna really need these badges in tier 3 on the build like this. 85 steel, you're gonna have silver glove as a tier 1. Still gonna have interceptor as a tier 2, but it's very, very OP. 75 block, you're gonna have gold chase down artist, bronze anchor as a possibility as well. You're gonna be able to have stuff like 33 offensive rebound with a 73 defensive rebound. That's to get just more badge. You lower that, you lose a badge. So yeah, we're gonna raise this back up. We're gonna put this at 80. We're gonna put this back up. I don't even remember where I had it at. I don't really need that to be that much higher. I'll go there. That even gets you an extra badge, so I'll do it like that. And then when we able to get a 75 free throw. So yeah, but yeah, when it comes to physicals, I went 80 speed. I feel like 80 speed is so good to have, so good. It's such a life-changing thing when you start going up to 80 speed instead of 70. I used to have 70 speed on all my builds, to be honest. It's such a big deal. So shout out to all the people that were saying that in the comments down below. 81 acceleration, not too far off from a 6'8", not too far off from a 6'7", but the biggest difference is you're gonna have a gold quick reset. You could go with post control 99, but if you made it exactly like this, you wouldn't even be able to have a 99 post control on this exact build. You would have to raise your weight. That would lower your speed of ball. So it would lower your acceleration. So it's a lot of stuff that would be happening that you don't really want to happen. So yeah. Then you have a 73 strength. I tell y'all this time and time again, strength is a very, very underrated thing. Whether it comes to getting bumps, whether it comes to blowing by people, whether it comes to be able to play defense in the post, when it comes to being able to get better shot contests, when it comes to setting better screens, it comes to a lot of things that's really underrated in this game. Strength is very good. Not just for the bully badge, for a lot of other things. 82 vertical, very good to have, but you are gonna have that because of the driving up, contact dunks, and stuff like that. And then 90 stamina. Takes though, you're gonna end up with slasher, sharp, playmaker, and lockdown. Takeover, we're gonna go with limitless range and finishing moves every single time. And the build comes out as 72 shades of Lonzo Ball, Penny Hardaway, and LaMelo Ball. And the build comes out actually as, for the name wise, the two-way inside out score. Now, let me be real with you. Let me be real with you for real quick for a second. Am I taking the two-way diamond inside out score name over the two-way inside out score? Yes. But is the build a better Rebirth build? If you're trying to make a build to not have to redo anything, I think the two-way inside-out score, the 6'9", 7'4" wingspan, is a little bit better as a Rebirth build, strictly as a Rebirth build, than the two-way diamond inside-out score. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video. If you guys want more videos like this, y'all want more Rebirth builds, guard builds, big man builds, any type of build rankings video, I'm gonna try to give y'all some different type of rankings videos, or just ranking videos in general. Like usually, I give y'all like a rarest dunk video. I gave y'all this year a park All-Star Weekend. That kind of flopped, but I'm gonna try to get y'all some different things coming at the end of this 2K cycle, because 2K has been kind of dead. I said this in a video prior. I have a 2K24 video that's supposed to come out a month ago. The thumbnail just has not been finished. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's just me. I don't know if I'm just bad at communicating with people, but I'm gonna be real with you. If I give you something to do for a month, you ain't doing shit but fucking up your own stuff. So I need that done. It just hasn't been done, but I'm gonna try to get that to y'all. It's gonna be a W video whenever I can get that done. If ever can get that done. Everything else is done. Video edited, all that type of stuff. I just need it done. But hopefully that gets done sometime in this new season. But yeah, I'm gonna give y'all these daily uploads. They coming regardless. So be on the lookout. If y'all boys want these to continue, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. Y'all been showing crazy support, so I do appreciate y'all boys. Without further ado though, man, it's your boy Fitz. And I've been, man. So I was checking my analytics. Even with 100K, we still have 80% of you guys not subscribed. I don't know what else I gotta do. Now, if you guys want to get more in touch with me, you can join the Discord. But how you watching my videos and not subscribe? Subscribe! It's that simple.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!